Yyyaaooo! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to our broadcast. We are about to get going here with the Japan Dota Cup 2016 Season 1 Grand Finals. We have come a long way, baby. And, well, now we are here. And we have Scars versus Japan Dota Rejects. Scars coming through from the lower bracket after getting knocked down there by Omakase, and then getting a little bit of revenge last night in our lower bracket finals best of 3, where they were looking like hot fire. So, yeah, our co-caster not able to make it tonight. Don't quite know what happened right now, but unfortunately, we didn't swap like phone numbers beforehand. I was super worried about oversleeping and not making it in time, but you know, I got a little nap. I'm feeling fresh, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this live. We're feeling good. Let's tighten up the straps. Shout out to Japan Dota Cup for organizing. Shout out to our sponsor Myonix for providing prizes for this event. I just got a new Myonix mouse. I might get a little see-through action because the logo is green. Yep. But it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it and playing Minesweeper with it in between matches. Speaking of matches, let's get into it. Yeah. Sorry. There we go. Okay, cool, ladies and gentlemen. The draft underway. I feel like we've seen these exact bans in one of these Japan Dota games. Invoker being banned, Bounty Hunter being banned. I think the Invoker is definitely one that, you know, we saw a lot of. So it definitely has gotten through the cracks of this series. Or sorry, this tournament. And then we end up with Doom getting first picked, which certainly is going to be useful against the Faceless Void and Enchantress. Those who they picked up afterwards. And we'll see if they pick anybody, you know, in particular to mess with Doom. Faceless Void, Enchantress, a great combo. That Chronosphere and then Impetus launched in from long range downtown styly. It's going to get a lot of work with that. And then Beastmaster, you know, just another common hero right now. Really able to help out with a lot of vision. It's just super critical in Dota 2. As well as, you know, just boars, just giving you, you know, a lot of versatility in the jungle. And capability to pester and annoy people with a lot of ease. So, there you have it. Please sound off in chat. I'll try to keep an eye on it. I actually had last night, and hopefully since, you know, NexLevel is not around tonight, hopefully there's no problems with my stream, anything going on tonight. Just myself, but we should be good to go here. So, but let me know. I was gonna say though, last night, sorry, got sidetracked. Last night, my monitor died on me, my second monitor, so that was a tragedy, and also I think kicked the power out of my whole system. Definitely a bummer. We're getting into the second set of bans here, and we see Disruptor getting banned out. That was a strategy that Scars themselves used against Faceless Void. So it was a very strong counter when they utilized that strategy. They don't want to see it utilized against themselves. Death Prophet Sven being banned on the other side, which are just, you know, two other super powerful, strong heroes right now.
10 seconds remaining.
Sven is one that, like, I don't really think of, and then I'm like, oh yeah, Sven. Of course, Sven. The Cleave, the Stormhammer, all sorts of nastiness on hand for good old Svensky. And then we get Alchemist banned out. That's, you know, another good ban. That's another, you know, I don't know, a hero that is kind of returning back into the meta. But has some weaknesses. Certainly has plenty of strengths with his capability to get massive amounts of cash. And still definitely plenty of flexibility in both teams' drafts. we do have off lanes selected. You know, it is probably going to be Beastmaster. Well, I mean, I would imagine that's, you know, Beastmaster running the off lane with maybe Doom just over there for a little bit, and then Doom dipping into jungle, or just, you know, Doom being in jungle full time. And the Bounty Hunter banned out, which, you know, is a good disruptor, as it were, to jungle heroes. We're going to get the Lifestealer picked up, so this seems to be a fairly jungle-dependent game so far from Japan Dota Rejects. Just in the sense, you know, they're going to have to be able to get good creeps for Lifestealer. Doom, you know, I mean, doesn't take a lot for him to get the skills that he wants and needs to hold on to. But they, you know, if their jungle gets disrupted, if Scars can get good vision of their jungle and really be active, it might be a little bit tougher for Japan Dota Rejects to really accomplish what they need to. Lifestealer, definitely like a mixed bag of results recently. I, you know, partially because of this tournament and everything else just going around with it, I haven't really been able to fully watch the ESL series, but I know there was kind of some not so good games involving Lifestealer that came up. So we'll see, but I know that other people also have just been like, Lifestealer OP, man. So yeah, always a game-to-game basis, and that's one of the wonderful things about Dota. You just never really can tell until the game starts up and the teams go at it and they show off what they're capable of. Ooh, Medusa here. Okay, so Medusa mid. Yeah, we're probably getting that. Otherwise, this should be a real crowded bottom lane. And we also got Ember Spirit picked up on Scars. So, Ember Spirit, one, though, that, you know, just to point out, will not be able to really combo with that Chronosphere. Actually, no, excuse me. I guess I would be wrong about that in the sense that he could probably slide a fist into Chronosphere. I have to admit that's one I haven't necessarily witnessed in a while or paid enough attention to in the past. But you know, you also did we did add Lion, and then with Enchantress, I mean, I don't think you necessarily need to really worry. AOE wise, you would need to worry, but you don't need to necessarily worry too much about getting a lot of damage done in that Chronosphere. You know, if it's a good Chrono and Enchantress is nearby with that impetus, you're just going to be peppering people. And, you know, I mean, if you get like a 3-person Chronosphere and you can only kill 2 of them, I mean, oh, shucks, right? You know? So, 2 more picks left for here as our last bands came out. We had Wind Ranger band, which combos great with Ember Spirit and Faceless Void, so that certainly would have been a nice mid laner. Against Medusa, oof, I don't think you run PL mid, but I mean, I guess that would be an option. I was just thinking of somebody who would get, you know, some mana drain. It looks like they're going to go with Templar Assassin. So just going to try to blow people up. And we'll be good against Medusa, just in the sense that, you know, great mid laner, great right clicker, great at getting those last hits in the laning phase. And that's what that mid matchup's going to come down to. So that's good. No necessarily advantage going one way or the other there. And looks like we will probably get another support out of Japan Dota Rejects here. A lot of good supports left on the table. Witch Doctor, Vengeful Spirit would be good with Aura and Medusa. Plus you'd have like Beastmaster Aura rocking, so Vengeful Spirit would be doing pretty good right click. Maybe somebody that could throw out some silence, though, or a little bit more control on Ember Spirit. But as I mentioned, you know, only a few supports banned out. There's that Vengeful Spirit. Boom! So that'll give Medusa more powerful right click as we get into the later game. Help out Lifestealer with auras and positioning. And Vengeful Spirit also, you know, just a great option against that Faceless Void. A lot of people enjoy, you know, having the capability to swap people out. That's pretty helpful. Pretty helpful. All right, we're getting people lined up. Let's just run down Japan Dota Rejects since they're all here. Swagmaster on the Doom. Going to be swagging it up. The evil Beastmaster. QQIS on the Lifestealer. Ume on Medusa and Monorita on Vengeful Spirit. Neo, the Temporal Assassin. Saki Misaki Akeno on Ember Spirit. Bug System on the Lion and Enchantress played by Saki. That leaves us with Silver Jumper on the Faceless Void. And it's time to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck. Have fun. Don't hate, if I can throw that in there. That's how I always like to start off games. Always gets a varying level of response from people. But I'm excited to be here. I think these guys are excited to be here. And we should be having us a wonderful, grand old time tonight. We already got a pause here. And yeah, looks like maybe Monorita DC'd. So we're getting some pings out here, though, from Saki Misaki. Just to kind of clue us in. What? King 3K Mitai? He wants to see a 3 kill up there? I don't know what he's saying. But I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Once again, Myonix. Thanks to you guys for being here. Hopefully we have a wonderful set of games here tonight. I think we should. Joan Dota Redux, we're looking really strong in their upper bracket matches. Scars were looking really good, though, in their games. And that game that they lost to Omakase was a best-of-1 series. In a best-of-3 overall, they would have won that 2-1. So, trying a little spaghetti monster on the map. So, you know, this is a best-of-3 series that gives you so... Why are we unpausing? I guess that must have been a mistake, yeah. So in a best-of-3 series, you know, it really just gives you a little bit more wriggle room to work with. In regards to, you know, strategies, adapting, and just the pressure as well, the pressure that you're under of getting things together. So, just a brief pause. Thanks for joining us, though, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we do have Monorita reconnecting here, so there's been all sorts of pings and strategizing going on. And we should have some action coming your way in just a second here as we resume 300 ping. Hopefully that gets sorted out and the servers start behaving. And lane-wise, definitely we're going to end up with the tri-lane down here. Let's zoom out. Life Stealer, Vengeful Spirit, and Doom in the jungle. They're going to block the pole camp.
30 seconds.
It'll help keep Doom in check a little bit in the beginning here, as well as affect Vengeful Spirit's capabilities in the jungle. I think I did see, no... excuse me. Oh, man. Yeah, we're getting crazy ping on Monorita, unfortunately. 1K ping. So, unfortunately, we're off to a bit of a rough start here, ladies and gentlemen. Tour Japan Dota Cup Season 1 2016 Grand Finals. Monorita! And yeah, wish we had a little bit more to talk about here, but you know, we are super early into the game. Things not even really getting started here. But thanks again for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, just checking things out on the side. Just waiting. Waiting. Hopefully we get some more Japan Dota Cup action in the future with our good buddy NexLevel Dota as well. Not quite sure when the next Japan Dota action might happen. See if the website has anything else. But I think they're, obviously would just be pretty focused on this event and getting this event together. We do have Monarita reconnecting to the game here. So hopefully we should be live again fairly shortly here and get to see what's going to happen here. And I think we should have maybe a little bit of an engagement up top here. We have good vision by the Beastmaster. We have Medusa. We have Doom. We don't have any stun, but do have the team rotating that way. And they're going to be a little bit late, but they'll make sure that they get this top rune. No contest whatsoever at the bottom rune. Ember will just give up and be like, yeah, didn't think it was going to happen, but there we go. Enchantress getting in the jungle as well here early, just to be a pester and a nuisance. See from her vision, she doesn't really spot anybody as they're rotating, and then is going to try to... Oh, she did get a quick flash of Doom there, I believe. So she's going to hang out and stop the camp from spawning. Just take a vision of that real quick, and then we'll go back. So Doom does get a Centaur. I don't really like playing Doom, so I'm not quite sure how well... I don't think that's necessarily the one that you want. Preferably you would like that Satyr to give you some extra regen and sustainability in the jungle. And he's just going to hang out there. He'll get the spawn camp there, so Enchantress getting the block really just doesn't matter. That camp will be up in a second anyways. She gets a really good creep spawn on her way back and is going to be pretty happy with that. And now we're going to settle into, Dota 2. Getting into our laning phase and really the bulk of what's happening. Enchantress going for less not, excuse me. Whew. Oh, I might have another one coming on. Oh, the net going on Doom, just keeping him in bay as he tries to pressure things out. But I was going to say the Enchantress going for the counter jungle and really trying to just mess with Doom. I think that's a great call. It'll keep Vengeful Spirit in lane, but she'll also be able to rotate in order to assist Vengeful Spirit with, rotate in to assist Faceless Void with dealing with Vengeful Spirit. And Enchantress is getting pushed out a little bit here. She's looking to see if maybe she can just block some camps or just do something. Just doing some micro with her Dark Troll Summoner. I was expecting the deny, but instead she was over here a little bit busy messing around with pressuring mid and threatening with a Cyclone here. She's going to get in a kind of a weird spot, but just, rotates through, whatever. Her bird might get killed here, picked up by somebody. Doom doesn't really have a whole lot going on so far. Getting that cash, starting to stack things up. And Last Hit Denies going the way of Scars right now, but not anything crazy. You can see it's actually pretty close on the net worth. They've eked out a couple hundred gold lead, but also, they've picked... actually, no, JDR picked up that second bounty, so... Anyways, action going on down here. Just at least a little bit of poking, but nobody really in threat of losing their lives and getting that first blood yet. We do have a pull going on in the top lane here, and Bug System putting some pressure on Evil. This might be the first blood. Oh, but he misses the Earth Spike. And good dodges from Evil. Gets away in front of Kano here. Coil's going down, and then it's one of those like he's like, oh wait, nope, never mind. I didn't really want to be in that position. And we're gonna actually get another pull. He's gonna drag some of this creep. Doesn't stop the catapult. Drag some of this creep out. In the meantime, Doom just heading back to base real quick. We're gonna get an Invis rune on Yyyaaooo. And I don't think they really had any vision of that. Enchantress also in the neighborhood as well, so... Oh, did she just waste that Invis rune? Oh, she got it on the... she did, but just because she got it on the 4-minute transition, so... I was a little confused there for a second. She ended up getting a double rune. And Doom ends up getting in danger too. Oh my god, very close. He's just going to let him walk away. Wow. Okay, the smoke comes out. Oh, he's going to get out here and... oh, Enchantress. Didn't go right there. Doom denies himself. Seems like Enchantress could have thought that one out. Doom was so ripped. And you knew he was most likely heading towards the nearest camp. So, no first blood yet. And Lifestealer taking the lead as the top earner right now. The regen rune on Yyyaaooo here. So, he's going to be real comfortable. Just ready to do whatever he needs to. Evil now, messing with the creeps a little bit. Has vision of bug system and what's going on here. And we do have a rotation coming in here. A smoke from Doom and Vengeful Spirit. As Lifestealer in pretty good shape. They can just leave Lifestealer there. Doom getting in here nice and close. Templar Assassin. Now we'll just see things happening. Vengeful Spirit getting in here. Doesn't get the magic missile. We do get a slow from the Infernal Blade. But Templar Assassin going to be able to get away real easy like here. The regen rune did get canceled. Not fully applied. But whatever. Pops the bottle a couple times. And we'll be able to just like loop around here and pick up the 6-minute rune. Bug system comes in here. So they're going to have some pressure on Ume. Yyyaaooo is still kind of waiting for this rune. Like really wanted to make sure to control that rune. But maybe could have gotten in and pressured Yyyaaooo more. Still, though, now following up, we have the slow on Yyyaaooo coming in from Enchantress. And there we go. First blood at the 6-minute mark. Going to be followed up with a second net worth. Excuse me. Where's my last hits? Not like totally run away with it. And this isn't a gigantic difference right now. Towing the line, just really getting everything out of it that you can. And Silver Jumper gets a couple bashes down here. In the meantime, though, Misaki Akano starting to run away with last hits and net worth. Excuse me, where's my last hits? Not like totally run away with it. And this isn't a gigantic difference right now. Yeah, not really a gigantic difference in the net worth right now. Just the 2 kills. And let's take a peek at items real quick here. And the Tranquils out with Iron Talon for QQIS. Nothing really big coming out the way of scars either. And there's the treads for Yyyaaooo. Just a small boost in power. Oh, Chrono comes out on bottom. QQIS also getting jumped on by Saki. I knew there was action happening somewhere. And here comes Lifestealer with the Infest popping out. But oh my god, Ember Spirit is here as well. Throws the coils out. Maybe a little too late to get the double, to get Swagmaster as well. And just using that fiery flaming shield. Oof, nice Earth Spike. And all of a sudden, things are opening up a lot more for Scars. Inflicting some damage here. Evil going to be pushing top by himself. And getting a little bit of pressure there, but I don't think anybody can really get back over there in time. So he'll get some pressure there, but obviously I guess this the lane pushes back out. And we didn't have a full-on push on bottom tower. They knew there was just going to be TPs coming back in. And, well, Misaki needed to kind of get back to base and get some health, some heals. And then I'm sure I'll be heading back this way. Faceless Void, saving up some cash. There we go. Actually does spend a bit of cash right there. And Asahi has been doing a really good job of messing with the jungle and getting in here and being a pain. Doesn't quite have enchant ready and feeling a little spooked out. I was like, yeah, let's not wait around for the creep to come out here. In the meantime, Misaki gets another kill on Evil. Let's see, that's where is he? Oh, just his first death. I was gonna say second, but I'm glad I looked at the scoreboard because I hate being wrong, to be honest. I mean, you know, a lot of people don't like being wrong, but shout out to our chat and our viewers. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have you guys here. Saki rotating around. Gonna find Swagmaster. Runs into him here. Oh my god, look at that slow. But we do have Magic Missile here. Centaur Stomp. And Lifestealer coming in here. The Rage. That's going to enable him to just swipe away at Enchantress. Turns into a pretty easy kill. And a thankful one for Japan Dota Rejects. As that's the first tick back in the other direction. First kill going their way. And, I mean, you know, it's a long game. Still plenty of time to play for here. And he's going to steal an Ancient Black Dragon from the Ancient stack of Scars. A nice pickup there. We don't have an Ancient stack over on the Radiant side. They do have a Black Dragon there, which will be nice for Lifestealer to snag later at some point. And he gets pinged out and just rolls through. Black Dragon, pretty nifty. You know, you got some cool stuff. The armor, the splash attack, and then definitely the fireball attack as we see on the ground there. And then, you know, he's an ancient creep as well, so that's spell and immunity. Very, very obnoxious. Evil going to get really pressured here as we see Enchantress with quite the swarm of creeps. And Ember Spirit's just going to kill the boar here. Take a couple creeps here, and, well, waiting for the board to respawn here. Might try to get it again. Oh, my God. The coil is going down. He's just like, yeah, I'm not down with that. Uses a Remnant here to get back as Lifestealer comes in. And, oh, my God. Oh, okay, no. Did not get denied. I was going to say, after all that effort, just let the tower get denied would not be a good accomplishment, but does get out. And Silver Jumper, yeah, okay, I was going to say, kind of curious whether he was going to throw down the Chrono. I just feel like, I'm close enough that I could just get the kill on Swagmaster, but that wasn't the case. Templar Assassin is going to stack again as she goes for the rune here. We also get rune picked up by Medusa, so both teams getting a rune. Oof. Bug System Saki deciding not to go on Ume there. And we get the push up top. Should be taking care of business. Silver Jumper down low. Just Mono Rita down here. And teams jockeying for position. Should have an engagement somewhat soon here. Evil getting a kill. Taking a second to do some micro. Move something around. Lifestealer moving in. He should find Bug System here. And there's the ping on Ume. Actually, Lifestealer is going to be rolling around. That would be a nice request. If Ice Frog, my good friend Robin Walker, is watching, how about putting Lifestealer's name over the Ancient when he's infested? It'd be super cool. Maybe even if he's on your team, you know. I totally spaced out one game playing with a Lifestealer, and I'm an Elder Titan. I'm just like, why is that guy not going to sleep when I stomp him? And I'm like, oh, it's because he's an Ancient, you know. And then, like, a little bit later, I was like, or it's also because he's on my team. Also because he's on my team. Anyways, Lion picking up the Tranquils coming in. Ooh, nice Earth Spike on Evil. That Earth Spike is not going to affect the Ancient Black Dragon. And they pick up a kill on Evil. He goes down again. This time, that is his second kill. Enchantress coming in with the Impetus. That's going to help out with doing nice damage to... let's see how much... oh my god, 300 damage on that one. Ouch. Still would have needed 2 more shots to take him out. But that's, you know, pretty good. Oh, and we have the Chronosphere. Let's just Sleight of Fist. Do it. Do it. No. Yeah, not going to Sleight of Fist until they come out. But Mono Rita goes down. Doom on Misaki. Turn around. He's going to need a little bit of help here because he's kind of squishy with the Infernal Blade. Oh, don't go the other way. Go the other way. Oh, why would you juke that way, bro? You know, I would suggest that you go back towards your tower. Of course, I'm just the caster here, and we get an advantage in terms of vision on players. Silver Jumper moving in. Skips forward to heal a bit of that damage that he soaked up before it ticks away. But oh my god, he's taking too much damage. Doom Swagmaster rolling in. And he's got... he's just... oh, he's got a haste rune. It's like, why is he so blazing fast there? And yeah, the fireball coming in. Oh my god, the Infernal Blade one more time. And that turned into an extremely good fight for Japan Dota Rejects. Not getting a fight recap there, but ooh... look at him charts and crafts. To celebrate that, I'm gonna take a drink here, ladies and gentlemen. My throat a little parched here. Once again, quick shout out to my ex co-caster, NexLevel Dota. I believe. Oh, okay, he's getting ready to go. Actually, yeah. I just saw he's getting back ready to go here, so he will be able to join us for the rest of the cast. So he's not quite my ex co-caster. Will be joining us. That's exciting news, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, maybe I mentioned this. I don't know. It's a long cast. I'm going to mention it again. I'm excited for the opportunity, the chance that we might have a best of 3 here. You know, other nights, you know, I'll admit I was a little tired. We didn't start our best of 3 until we were already a game deep, and I was like, oh man, I'm kind of hoping for that 2-game series here, but not tonight. Tonight I'm hoping for that best of 3. I really would like to see a close series here, and the 2 teams going the distance. And right now, so far, yeah, we are definitely seeing an exciting match that's very close. We're talking about a difference of 1,100 gold right now on the charts. We're Lifestealer getting, let me see how much gold he's got on the bank right now. Oh, he's in the Ancient Dragon. Why won't you? Oh, never mind. Anyways, he's getting a lot closer to that Radiance recipe. Pretty decent timing, considering that he didn't go Hand of Midas and is just straight resting that Radiance. He's definitely making pretty good timing. Tranquil is just, you know, a good item that gives you a lot of flexibility, a lot of capability. And I think we might have to wait. I haven't gotten word from him, but we might have to wait until game 2 in order to properly get NexLevel Dota in on this cast properly. But, yep, I'm at least excited to be having him with us, as I mentioned. Lion snagging a bounty rune, and let me pull up net worth now that we're a little bit out of laning phase. The last hit chart not mattering so much. Net worth a little bit more interesting. We can see Ember Spirit and Templar Assassin on the top of the charts right now, while Lifestealer and Medusa still bringing it together. Lifestealer going to steal another Black Ancient Dragon, great creep. Top lane pushing naturally. Lifestealer going to roll over there and take care of business. And late game, I don't know. I don't know if you give the edge to Japan Dota Reject in their lineup. I mean, Lifestealer, you get a free BKB, you get another BKB, so you could double BKB. Most of the time, I would say people don't get that, you know, like double BKB action, but just talking like super late game, you know, that could be very helpful. And he obviously is going to get real big, real fat, nice and juicy. Medusa can end up just slinging a ton of damage. And then also, I mean, Vengeful Spirit and Beastmaster just have a ton of late game potential once they get a bunch of items and really get rolling. Over on Scars, though, I mean, there's really not many heroes that have a better late game progression and potential than Ember Spirit. He just becomes so hard to kill, as well as so capable of just spitting out tons of damage. So Ember Spirit definitely going to be one to watch out for, as we also have the smoke coming out here from JDR. They don't find anybody, though. And Templar Assassin, though, I was going to point out that Templar Assassin is one that I feel kind of does top off maybe a little bit sooner than other carries. You know, she does do great damage. She does get fat and fantastic. But at some point late game, you know, compared with like late game Dusa or other heroes, she just can't quite stand as toe-to-toe. You know, I've just had some games personally as well where we're just up against this Templar Assassin that just gets super, super fat, but just kind of tops off and then eventually just becomes very, very killable. So we'll see if that happens. You know, Faceless Void, kind of similar. You end up with the double chrono, you know, and that's fantastic, as well as the Ag Scepter chrono. And I mean, Lion gets real scary, but Lion is kind of squishy. And certainly sometimes with Faceless Void, you can get in these scenarios where you just can't do enough damage. Enchantress will, of course, help out with that. Lion swapped in here. Mono Rita getting a little bit suicidal, but the Dragon will do the trick here. And the Chrono comes out, but with the support from Evil and Swagmaster, I don't really want to engage in this. And we're seeing definitely a swing in power dynamics as that Radiant... Excuse me. That Radiance Lifestealer just becoming a lot scarier now. You just really don't want to mess with him or can't mess with him as well. We're even getting an ice armor getting put on him from Doom. So fun use of creep abilities on an Ancient. Just give him better... Wow. Better capability. All of a sudden, this push lineup has just come on board. We got a buyback from Enchantress. She's like, you know, this is a really dangerous scenario for us. And we don't have a... Oh my god, the first ulti coming out from Medusa. That puts Lion into a tough spot. The Stone Gaze on him. Doom gonna walk out here. Gets him killed. That is a dieback from Enchantress. And Chrono still down for 45 seconds. Medusa just standing right in the midst of things with that split shot. The tower is peppering people out here, getting Swagmaster. The rest of the team not able to get involved. And now we're getting the turnaround. Oh my. Just the boar out here. And Scars ends up a pretty good pickup towards for them towards the end. Look at that damage on that tier 3. They don't lose it though. They get an extra 1,000 XP in their direction, an extra 900 gold in their direction. The buyback, very hurtful on Enchantress as she comes back up. Oh, you won't let me click her? What's... Oh my god, that's lame. That's super lame. How come that won't let me click her like that? Okay, there we go. Anyways, that's going to hold her back quite a bit. I mean, just looking at her items, and now she has 0 cash. Let's check the charts and graphs in a second here. Oh, ouch. That's actually surprising that it quite went like that in Scar's favor, but, you know, if we got in that tier 3, so bit of an overcommitment from Join Dota Rejects. But, yeah, Enchantress, that definitely slows her down quite a bit. Bracer, Ogre Club, but, you know, in terms of her attempt to get an Ag Scepter or follow up on that Dragon Lance is going to be kind of hampered. We'll see if she does just grab Dragon Lance right away. It's kind of the smarter pickup first. She can just get, you know, a little bit of attack speed, be right up with that. Granite Golem out here now for the Lifestealer. We got Lion on the high ground. Spotted out here, though, completely. He throws down his own Observer, but doesn't have his own Sentry. And that's what he would need there to take care of business. And we got the Roar coming out here. Doesn't get the Ember Spirit, but the Faceless Void blown up. He's going to come out here with the buyback because he has a Chrono that hasn't been used yet. Oh, the swap tries to save Swagmaster. He gets taken down. Ember Spirit getting chased around. We got that Radiance Golem doing work. Mono Rita, though, getting chased by Templar Assassin. Evil trying to get in there, find some assists, find some work. Mono Rita, though, in danger. In Japan, Dota rejects. Oof. 250 damage. Right click there from Templar Assassin. They get the bird as well. Chasing down Ume. The coil comes out here. Misaki, though, oh god. Realizes, like, ouch, I don't know. Oh my god, I lose all my mana. The Golem's still out here, full health on this Golem. Medusa gets stuck in that Chrono, as does Evil. Oh my god, and the Sleight of Fist rolling through that cleave, doing a ton of damage to those players. And as Doom respawns here, the Radiants have pretty much backed up. Vengeful Spirit going to respawn as well. And Scar says, you know what, we need to take advantage of this situation, of this timing opportunity, and get a Roshan. Oh, no, no, I missed the click. I wanted to see that show fight recap, as indeed we're getting things swinging further back in favor of Scars here. Easy Roshan for him. Easy pickup. And certainly, Ember Spirit starting to get a bit fatter here. And helping to have major impact in those fights. Have this combo to go together. Templar Assassin with the side blades going through as well. You know, if she can hit one person in that Chrono and maybe tag up the right angle. Excuse me. Then, you know, she can just be doing a ton of damage in that Chrono. I like this Veil, or sorry, the Vlad's aura giving Lifestealer more lifesteal while he's inside that creep, helping him stay healthy with whoever he's got. Lifestealer's just so obnoxious, just running around in these Ancients, just like nothing you can really do about it. And he wants to get in and burn Templar Assassin. And I was just checking kind of how that Radiance does affect those meld, sorry, the refraction stacks. Templar Assassin sitting on a ton of cash right now. Gosh, why is that not working? Clicking on the portraits, it's obnoxious. And I don't know if she, you know, sell that Ring of Akia or something. Okay, yeah, there we go. Sells the bottle to buy a TP scroll, so still not going to switch items. There we go. She's spending cash on something now. What's Courier have on it? Okay, Javelin. She's going to MKB. Spend that cash. They got that ping out of that war with the Vision. Lifestealer's just going to deny the rune. And we have a smoke up top. Smoke on the other side as well, so it is a smoke out. Smoke's going both direction. And looks like actually that smoke had already kind of faded by those guys, and then they're going to pull out. The smoke coming the other direction. He's not going to find anything either, so team's just dancing around. So we're 27 minutes in here. In our Japan Dota Cup Grand Finals 2016 Season 1. Excited for what the future will bring to us. And I believe there's plans for a LAN in Akihabara. I don't think these players are on LAN at the moment. You know, considering we have ping issues and whatnot earlier. Definitely cool, though. I'm sure we have a fair amount of players from Tokyo. But, you know, Japan is more than just Tokyo. And it's a small country, but it's not that small. Not that small. Oh, they're going to try to pick off the Enchantress Centaur Conqueror here. Who has been conquered himself. Ember Spirit just doing a ton of damage because that's what he does. 3,000 gold on him, so not quite enough cash to turn that into a Daedalus straight up. And get that Demon Edge. And then needs a couple hundred more gold to finish things off here, though. Oh, but, of course, you know, also might be sitting on that buyback gold. Manta style comes out here for Medusa, so that's a nice pickup. But you know, like she's not really gonna get another like really big power spike until she gets an Eye of Scotty. So that's definitely another good chunk of change away. They don't really have any items on the horizon either that are just going to be like, oh, now that they have this, like, they're going to win this fight, you know? What does Swagmaster have going on? He's got Blink Dagger and not much cash. Okay, 1,400, so I take that back. And they have the Vlads on Lifestealer, so that gives them some freedom to do something there. Yeah, Ember, you know, as I mentioned, Ember, a very elusive hero, so he's like, yeah, I don't need buyback. I need damage. So he picks up that Daedalus, and oof, they're going to put some pressure. Oh my god, the cleave. 369 damage on that Lifestealer. Pick up the boar, no problem. And they're just going to push it out. You know, JDR had that earlier push, and actually they're pushing again right now with Medusa, bringing some pressure top lane as well with a natural... kind of natural lane push. And kind of a disengagement, though, as they realize that they have to deal with Medusa. The split push, definitely enough of a threat. You know, just kind of one of those scenarios, you just can't let it continue unchecked. And if you're going to send somebody back, you can't really keep your team there, your position there. Bug system, I mean, they got the trap low ground, so they're not too worried about the vision scenario there. That'll be able to give them a little bit better vision. They see the smoke. They ping it out. Kind of unfortunate there for JDR. The smoke's just getting rejected by that wonderful ward placed just a second earlier. And good vision from Scars, as you can see. Things pretty well locked down. Two wards up as well for Japan Dota Rejects. I don't really have any idea where Scars is, as Scars pretty far back right now. But we are going to see Japan Dota Reject from the perspective of Scars there. They're going to have 5 bottom here hanging out. I'm going to keep the vision right there. Hand off the mouse for a second here and take a drink. Yeah, Clarence. Oh, and we do have a smoke here. The action is happening. Clarence is getting excited here as Lion jumps in the blink. Oh my god, the Earth Spike gets 2. And then the Chrono backing it up the finger. Lion, bug system, getting a little bit greedy here. Says, I know this is a team effort, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm about to ball out. Both of those kills are mine. Enchantress getting in for that last one. Oh, yeah, 1,200 damage from Lion. More damage than Templar Assassin there even. And that is a nice pickup for sure. Looking on the bright side of life, the silver lining in this playbook is that there's 3 buybacks. Japan Dota Reject. They got 3 buybacks ready. That's not really worth much. It's not really helpful whatsoever. I mean, okay, I lied. It's sort of helpful, but they're not gonna do it. They don't need it as well. To mention, they might need it if they lose this tower and the pressure keeps up from Japan Dota or from Scars. And we do have the Fire Remnant down there, so Ember Spirit will be able to just let that expire. Actually, yeah, so I take that back about the Fire Remnant. He's saving up for some cash as well here. Gonna TP home just to refill all that juice. Yeah, Blink Dagger. That makes sense. There's extra mobility, extra flexibility. He can just kind of get out, get away. So much easier. And then we'll probably see him save up cash for another fat item. And then sell that Ring of Akia. You know, I don't think you don't really need a BKB. Pretty much could almost just get more damage, you know. You got Desolator and MKB out here from Templar Assassin. And she's sitting on 3.5k gold as well. Kind of scared up to pull some of these game stats up. Oh, God. Okay, good. I actually... I tend to hit S since I'm a former And I'm not done, but I'm a former TF2 caster. And so I'm used to just kind of like naturally resting my hand on the WASD keys. And since I also, you know, am just kind of a Dota player, I don't I have the standard Dota binds. I don't have WASD camera binds. This courier is in a tricky spot. Hopefully does not get picked off, because that is the ultimate orb, and that is the recipe for the assault cuirass. And I mean, I was mentioning not having, missing some items that would increase the power levels of Japan Dota rejects here. And assault cuirass and the Yyyaaooo would definitely help things out here. It's going to be Assault Cuirass on Lifestealer. He's got, he's got it complete. That is a big boost. The attack speed boost as an aura to your teammates is going to be huge for everybody. I mean, Beastmaster, Vengeful Spirit, she doesn't have anything for items. But, I mean, that's, she's getting... Her numbers are going up and down as I'm looking around at people. But she does 100 damage per right click. It's pretty... It's nothing to, like, completely just disregard. It is as much as Lion is doing. She has good attack speed. And she'll be right clicking away. Also, you throw in Assault Cuirass in the minus armor. You do not have an Assault Cuirass on the side of Scars. Assault Cuirass versus Assault Cuirass kind of negates itself, but just one Assault Cuirass on the board, and the anti-armor of that as well, you stack it on the anti-armor of Wave of Terror, and that's becomes much more significant. I am an Elder Titan player, as you guys have probably noticed with my, as you guys have probably noticed with the background that I show. I am an Elder Titan player, so I love, the concepts of armor in Dota, manipulating negative armor to have more of an impact, and stacking those effects really increases the effect that has. One of our viewers in chat, shout out to Saga Eno, Saga Ena, if that is a Japanese name, pointing out that Nyx has been somewhat useless in this game. I don't totally disagree with you. Picking up the Gem of True Sight is going to be pretty helpful. That will stop some shenanigans from Templar Assassin, as well as just the fact that, so they'll notice this all out with the traps being de-warded, essentially, I should say. They will, Ume gets out. He had already used the Searing Chains earlier, so not getting dealt with. Ultimate Orb picked up there. And Medusa getting a lot closer to that Yyyaaooo. Lifestealer has been kind of useless, to get back on that topic. But I also feel like he will be continuing to have an impact, and his impact will just get bigger and bigger as Japan Dota Reject can start to stand up more and more to what Scars is throwing at them. I mean, Medusa really has the capability to stand up to Japan, or to Scars. Lifestealer, a lot of tricks in terms of being able to infest, slip in and out of things, rage, and as well as having high armor. So he's, getting good survivability. Doom, I think Doom is probably at this point built in, up a bit more armor. Let's check his items, though. Doom saving for some cash. Might be going like Shiva's. Shiva seems like that would make sense to me, but also might get, some other sort of control, or mobility. Has picked up the drums, which is a good snag. And there we go, our first real BKB. I think that's our first BKB on the side of Scars. And that makes sense as things are progressing here. Evil still has some room for some item progression as well. Definitely Motorita broke as a joke. Doesn't even have 3,000 gold at 40 minutes. But, Dota is an amazing game, and Dota, trying to think, I don't think there's any sorts of other, I don't think there's a sport analogy. I'm trying to think of any real sport, traditional sport, in which you would want to intentionally tank your performance in order to boost the capabilities of your teammates. Perhaps like basketball, you know, like intentionally fouling people. I mean, there's intentional fouls in other games, but there's nothing of the same sense of just like, I want my stats to appear to be terrible in order to favor my teammates. And that's what it is for supports in Dota 2. If you aren't killing the monsters in the wave, you're stacking the camps, but every time you clear the camps, you're just letting your team take all the experience and all the gold from that. If you're really that true super hardcore 5 slot, that means that the distribution of farm is going to go more so to the other 4 players in your team, and that your 4 slot player will be much more combative. And we see that in regards to Doom's net worth in comparison to Enchantress in Lion. So even though they're behind, he's been able to sneak up there and be pretty close to Faceless Void. I mean, not necessarily the best scenario. You would like him to be toe-to-toe with, since he's the 4 slot, you'd like him to be toe-to-toe in there. Well, actually, sorry, that's fine. Like I said, he's 4 slot and he's close-ish to where the 3 slot on the other team is. But just look also as well as how much net worth is on Templar Assassin and Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit has picked up a Lincoln Sphere. I'm trying to kind of spacing on what item he dropped there. I think, I'm not sure if he had drums for earlier. He sold drums, but he dropped an item. Where do you see Manta Style picked up for Templar Assassin? That's kind of an interesting one, but Manta Style will just, she's going to be doing huge damage with that MKB, that Desolator. Tries to Manta Style dodge that Roar, I believe. Seemed like she was using an item there, but she gets destroyed and ends up giving us 777 gold spree over to the Beastmaster. And then there goes the Faceless Void as well. So, oi, that's dangerous. That's dangerous for sure. Let's see what that swing was. Oh my god. 5,000 change in experience and a 3,800 experience or gold change. You can see there's the experience chart. There's the gold chart. Now they're just going to move up top and push this tier 3. Oh my god, they're doing a ton of damage to it real quick. Oh! And the Necronomicon Warrior gets snagged by that Enchantress. Says, yoink, I'm going to get that. And we have Templar Assassin with the buyback. So she's going to lose a chunk of net worth there, but I mean, yeah, she's still 3k gold in front of Medusa, and could just sell that Ring of Akia and then buy a fat item with that 3,000 gold and then start building towards buyback again, because buyback right now is not too expensive for her, 1,300 gold. We do have haste on the map. I think she would have been interested in picking that up, but going to be left on the ground for now. Saki has had seen some item progression. Going to leave that bracer as such. We do have the double drums over on excuse me, Japan Dota Rejects. As I'm getting distracted trying to find a Beastmaster here. Oh, and he just sold them. Oh, no. Excuse me, I misread what was going on item-wise. Medusa had the drums, so I don't know if that was fully intentional, or if we could have had a little bit bit of a different item progression in terms of both Doom and Medusa buying drums. But, you know, also those drum charges are helpful. Both players will probably sell those drums eventually. Or, you know, I mean, Medusa definitely going to sell those drums. She uses up those charges, and then Doom can save his one charge. Looks like he is going to be building into that Shiva's Guard, as I predicted. Could maybe pick up that Mystic Staff right now if he wanted to, just in terms of cash, but probably will not. And that Shiva's Guard, ouch, obnoxious. Mystic Snake gets Lincoln Sphere blocked. If Doom was able to get in here, although, you know, he was only able to get that close because he had already blinked. If Doom had been able to get in there, he did have Doom at the ready, and that would have been, well, enough to keep Ember Spirit on lockdown. We do have... No, I don't know what I was going to say there. A little bit lost on the train of thought there. Just a lot of... I was going to say he is getting a lot closer to that Shiva's Guard money. So the items have been coming out here for Joey and Dota rejects. And definitely giving him a lot more capabilities like Ghost Scepter, you know, out on Vengeful Spirit as well. So all of a sudden they're going to be able to survive. One of those ticks, one of those drawbacks was that buyback. And they're still starting to resume that slide down, though. Very nice overall chart, or dip downwards. That's just off the back of Templar Assassin, Ember Spirit. They're going to just be able to farm so fast. Really makes it difficult for Japan Dota rejects, but I mean, like, those towers. The tier 3 tower is nice and healthy, but I mean, like, if they get a good fight and they, you know, also then maybe get Roche. I mean, if they get a good fight and they had the option of, like, you know, say the fight's like over here or over here, I think that, you know, if I was them, I would go Lifestealer and Medusa down here versus trying to grab Roshan perhaps. But of course, you know, Roshan is very, very attractive prize, and something you don't want Scars to get their hands on. When the smoke go out, they're just going to show Lifestealer and Medusa down here. And try to attempt somebody down here. But Scar's going to have to mount a bit of a defense here on bottom lane, as they have a creep lane pushing. They do have Ember Spirit mid. And looks like he has at least one remnant back by jungle. If not other remnants nearby a little bit closer. Swap on an illusion, and Ember going to continue to pressure mid here. We're going to have the TPs back as JDR really just don't have any choice. But there goes the zip forward from Ember Spirit. So difficult stuff for Japan Dota rejects to deal with. We're going to get the double damage rune denied. And with that Gem of True Sight, he's also going to deny the trap scouting Roshan, which is a good move. We have the smoke come out, and as I mentioned, we have ultis ready pretty much on everybody here. Yeah, they're going to smoke into the pit. I don't think the Vision Ward really picked up anything. We would see what happens with Lifestealer here. He's going to check on it. The Fireball goes down here. And the Chrono comes out on the Lifestealer. That's going to give them the time to secure the Aegis. Templar Assassin picks it up. Plenty of damage on Lifestealer here. The Roar goes down, and then he pops out. Lifestealer, that is, gets the kill on Enchantress. Going after Templar Assassin here. Templar Assassin does have the Aegis. Double buyback so far. They're going to TP out here, try to get back into the fight as soon as possible. Oh my god! That Ember Spirit does huge damage to Beastmaster. Lifestealer, oh, that Infest comes out very helpful. The cheese eaten by the Faceless Void. The Medusa, Scotty doing a lot of work, but Swagmaster fingered. He gets blown up, and he's most likely going to go down. Oh, the Lifestealer finally coming back into the fight. He was hanging out. They forgot about him. And Lifestealer ends Beastmaster down. Or sorry, Vengeful Spirit. There goes the Lifestealer, though. I was predictive ahead of my time. And ouch. Japan Dota rejects getting rejected out of that fight. They lose 1,000 gold going the way of Scars. 1,800 experience going the way of Scars as well. And you can see I didn't really need it. 1,400 gold. That's a nice chunk of change difference. And Beastmaster pinging out something about that Roshan pit. I think basically saying, yeah, that's might have been where we lost it. He might be saying something a little bit more detailed than my cutting edge analysis there. But certainly some reason to be a little bit disappointed in how that fight went out. Swagmaster comes out here. Doesn't hit the Doom, and we have the Chrono coming out as well. 2 down here. Neo jerks over to buy the Chrono to try to have an impact. Medusa coming out here with his Aya Scotty. Can they get some control on Ember Spirit? The gem on the ground for a second. Oh my god, 4 down. And no... Oh, wow. 4 down. No racks lost. We do have buyback ready from Faceless Void and for Templar Assassin. That would give them their core trio of heroes. Ember Spirit picking up the Divine Rapier. Oh my, ladies and gentlemen, this game heating up. That is for sure. He has got it ready to go. Ember Spirit. He's got Lincoln Sphere, Abyssal Blade, Divine Rapier, putting the hurt down, but you do not want to give that over to Medusa. Medusa's going to chip down this tower. We have a buyback from Faceless Void. No Chrono from him. Ready at least. Oh, no, there we go. The Chrono actually does come into play. Oh my god, he dodges it. And there we go. The Doom. Oh, my god, Ember Spirit blowing people up with a crit. Divine Rapier, and there we go. Swagmaster going down as well. Ember Spirit just snuffing out the hopes and dreams of Japan Dota rejects right there. Oh my god, 5,000 damage. Done by Ember Spirit. That was painful. And another big swing the way of Scars. You know, at this point, you are in kind of just like that late game engagement where you're gonna have losses, you're gonna have more swings, but you just need some results. But they weren't able to get the barracks there, and Ember Spirit just balling out of control. There's really not much more he can buy at this point either. I mean, you can get rid of the Blink Dagger, but with that oh, he placed it in stash. Smart man. Smart man. So, bought that Divine Rapier and held on to it in order to be able to hold the defense. And has now dropped that back in base. And we'll resume that. It makes a lot of sense. I'm, you know, late night casting, so I'm in a haze. I'm sure maybe if this was like 3 p.m. casting instead of 3 a.m. casting, I'd be like, oh yeah, like, of course, like, you can drop the Divine Rapier when you buy it and you haven't died. But, you know, you have that bind on pickup, and that must be the circumstances there that if it's dropped and then picked up, you will not be able to drop it. I mean, drop in terms of death. I think that Ember, if he does not die, picks it up and drops it again. I'm sure as long as dying it through death is probably the binding factor. But it would be interesting to see if whether he dies and then picks it up, if whether he can pick it up again. Sometimes, you know, you never really know with Dota interactions. Medusa picks up the Boots of Travel. Definitely going to be hoping that... let's check buyback status here as well. Ouch. A lot of no's over on side of Radiant. Medusa didn't have it anyway, so spending on that money. Oh my god, a great Chrono. That's going to be able to allow Lion to pick up Vengeful Spirit, no problem. They don't get the kill on Beastmaster, at least right away. I think he was just waiting for that Sleight of Fist to finish him off. They do get pushed back a bit here. And the Doom on Templar Assassin as well. She could possibly go down here, ticking away. Doom runs all that way to deal with them. Pressure on Silver Jumper here. No more Chrono. Medusa doing work. Silver Jumper going to go down. Ember Spirit down to less than half health. Doom in here. Infernal Blade, more pressure. Oh my god, a lot of pressure coming out here. The split shot helping to land those shots on Misaki. Enchantress goes down. Lion pretty banged up. Templar Assassin coming back in here after the buyback. Oh, the snake that gets Lincoln sphered off. Doom goes down. Ume standing strong against Misaki and company. Getting the Earth Spiker from Lion. Oh my god, a huge blaze from Lion. Without that Earth Spike, without him surviving on the edge of that fight, they would not have had the capability to stun Medusa there and might have been able to just man mode and ball out and survive no problem. And Ember Spirit, you know, with that kind of like double TP capability of Fire Remnant, dropping that and then using your TP abilities to get back to base and then just jump back to that Fire Remnant, he's got great survivability. He does bring the Divine Raper back with him, and considering that they just have Beastmaster and Vengeful Spirit here, it's going to be tough for them to get the kill here. Ember just wants to wrap this up, doing a ton of damage with those hits. Oh my god, there we go. And GG called out. Game 1 turns into a wonderful, fantastic, long, drawn-out affair. 54 minutes long as Japan Total Rejects hanging in there. They do get to the point of Medusa coming online as a late game carry, as well as Lifestealer just continuing to have an impact throughout the game. But you know what? 412 gold per minute compared to Ember Spirit's 842. That's going to be hard to really have that same level of item and weaponization. So he just couldn't hang there long enough. Couldn't get fat enough to compete with Ember Spirit. And JDR getting overwhelmed in the end by the Draft of Scars. Wonderfully played by Misaki. And there you go. They're going to take a 1-0 lead. But we'll see what the draft holds for us in Game 2, as well as the results. Thanks so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. We got more Japan Dota Cup action coming your way.